Hello everyone. Oh, let me fix this. Here we go. Ciao tutti. Sono Yves Monnier con un messaggio per I miei amici negli Stati Uniti della città di Roma, dove è un po' fresco. Sono qui alla via Salaria e la via Salaria è una molto anziana strada. Okay, I'm just practicing here. Just so you know, I am learning a little bit of this beautiful language. Now, let me do this in English. This is Yves Monnier with your weekly recorded video message from the city of Rome, where it's a little cool. Anyway, I'm standing here on Via Salaria, or in other words, Salaria Road. And this is one of the ancient roads leading into the city of Rome. And it used to connect the Adriatic Sea with Rome. And it was called Salaria, Via Salaria, because on it they transported salt. Salt, sale, thus Via Salaria. Well, let me show you this road so you can see it for yourself. And as you can tell, there's really nothing ancient about this road. Buses and cars come buzzing right through here at great speeds. It was not easy to cross the road to get over where I am standing here. Well, let me show you this building over there, because this is what is of interest today to us. This building there. And guess what? It is not a church. Not a church. Almost. It's a Benedictine convent. And it's not the convent nor the nuns that are of interest to us, but it's what is underneath the convent. Catacombs. These are called the Catacombs of Priscilla. Now let's take a look inside and see why these catacombs are significant to the history of Christianity. Well, here we are here. It's a lot quieter here than outside on Via Salaria, that's for sure. Catacombs were underground tombs for Christians in the early centuries of Christianity. Where the convent now stands was the home of a wealthy Christian family, and the lady of the home was Priscilla, thus the Priscilla Catacombs. There, Christians from all over the area would gather together for worship in her home and have a home church. Now, since most Christians were poor and could not afford a nice plot in the cemetery, they would dig graves at this wealthy Christian's home. And they would dig and dig and dig, as you can see. There are over 8 miles of tunnels here with 40,000 niches or graves carved here. And many of them are still closed. Now some of you may say, "Oh, an underground cemetery, that's so spooky. Yves, why would you want to show us that?" You see, friend, it's what also happened in these catacombs that is significant to Christian history. As Christianity grew and developed in Rome, at first the Roman authorities were indifferent to this new religion. Yet that changed. You see, Christians refused to worship the ancient pagan gods and the emperor, and thus they were mercilessly persecuted. And so during these times of persecution, Christians would hide in these catacombs. These were places of hiding, of worship, and of fellowship for the early Christians in Rome. And the word that was most often on these courageous people's lips was Maranatha, which means, "Our Lord, come." Maranatha. These Christians were truly amazing people, so courageous. More than anything else, they wanted Jesus to come back. Maranatha. Oh yes, Jesus, Jesus, come back. Well, here I am again. I found a spot away from the road where it's a little bit more quiet. I tell you what, I am so impressed by these Christians in these early centuries. I can't help but compare them to us a little bit. You know, here we are, we have so much. We have beautiful churches in which to worship. We have religious freedom. We have such an abundance. And yet, in a way, I think we have less than these people who had to worship and fellowship at times in these dark and gloomy places. You see, what we don't have and what they had is a heart, a passion, a desire for the coming of Jesus Christ. Maranatha. Oh, may we catch that drive again, that passion for the Lord's soon return. Friend, aren't you tired to live in a sin-infested world where pain and suffering rule? Oh, may we get that Maranatha feeling in our hearts again. Well, thank you for this time together. I miss you. I love you. May God continue to be with you. Stay strong in Him always. Till next time, ciao from Rome.